Time for another coffee talk, but this time it's hot cocoa. That's not the cup from the thumbnail. Of course it's not, because it's barely even November. It's not Christmas time, it's still Halloween. Oh. PSA, if you make hot cocoa, maybe don't drink it literally like less than 15 seconds later. It says like some fisheye. It's a weird angle, but I don't want to have the same angle every single time I do a video. Does this look intellectual enough? I don't know. Hello, it's November. I'm exhausted. My brain's not really working, but you know what? I'm just gonna go for it because I feel like it. How's the red hair look? Am I alternative yet? Guess what I bought today? This is the first time I bought a bag of candy like this. It's 50% off because Halloween is over, and even though it's an utter tragedy every year that Halloween ends, then all of the Halloween candy is 50% off. However, I found that all of the Halloween cups and gloves, specifically because that's what I wanted, apparently disappear off the face of the planet. I'm utterly exhausted, and there's two reactions my body has to being utterly exhausted. One is utterly lethargic, and the other one is look at this image. Me in my grunge shirt, in my tiara, my long lion hair, next to my $4, not Alfonso, pay no attention to Alfonso for this minute, my $4 Goodwill chair that I adore. Look at that beautiful creature. Okay, just look at this image. I am the Goblin Queen. I am the Goblin Queen. I wish that I was in my full Goblin Queen garb so that I could show you just how inevitable I am. I'm already a tall girl. Hi, Miss Asha, the editor here. I totally said that I'm 8'9". I'm 5'8". I'm 8'9". I wear these bad boys while I'm 8'9". I don't know how tall these are because I don't know dimensions. Obviously you don't know dimensions. You said you're 8'9". I don't know anything about measurement. I really don't. I cook by just pouring blindly and hoping it comes together, alright? I think my favorite part of the 8'9" thing is how confident I was and how I didn't even question it. And I was like, I don't know measurement very well at all. Like, obviously, you're not the Archangel Michael. You're not 8'9", girl. I'll put glitter. I have glitter all over my face when I do this. Then I'll wear my MCR shirt, my amazing vest that I love to pieces. And then I will wear my awesome bell bottoms that I got from Goodwill. And then I will wear the giant heels. And I emit power. I can feel it surging through me. One day I looked in the mirror and I was like, ah yes, I forgot my YouTube name is The Goblin Queen. David Bowie's the Goblin King, right? I'm Miss Asha, the Goblin Queen. And I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, yeah, I could be David Bowie's counterpart. Like, I've got the energy. Especially when I pulled up a chair in front of my roommate's bed while she was doing homework, threw my foot dramatically onto the chair in my high heel, and I looked at her and I was like, the crows will remember, or something like that. I also crab walk at her, squat down like that, and I'll be like, ha, arson. I watched a vlog, brothers, that was like 11 years old. It was Hank Green, my man's, the man, the myth, the legend, my favorite, one of my top 3 YouTubers, Hank Green. What a man. That was my introduction to Hank Green. Hope you appreciated it. Hank Green 11 years ago was talking about making a vlog, and I guess this is a vlog because I don't know what else it is. It's just me talking to a little teeny square on my computer. Hank Green said that for vlogging, you should have a vlog voice. This video was 11 years ago. His thoughts on the matter may have changed. I don't think I have a vlogger voice. And you know, as much as obviously I respect Hank Green like crazy, except for the fact that I don't know why I can't eat grass, Hank Green. I don't think I'm gonna have a vlog voice. I think I'm just gonna have to get myself to onto the camera because this is what I always feel inside. This is my true self. Word vomit, manic state is my true self. I might be appearing to be in a manic state, but I'm not. Okay, here's the thing. is when I am my true self, I get a few comments that are always the same comments. Are you on drugs? Are you okay? Or you're banned from espresso, but that one's more because the espresso makes me even more so. This is what happens when you don't brush your hair. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll just be my true self on the camera more often. Actually, kind of am starting to like my videos, but not really, but also kind of. Like, I can appreciate. I actually wrote this whole big thing. Why did I do that? That was pretty chaos. I think that was chaotic neutral right there. I'm going to read to you the back of my calendar. No, I wrote this whole big thing, which is about my insecurities. I wrote this like my second video of YouTube because I already didn't know where I was going. But I'm going to read it to you. It's hard finding my YouTube niche because, as with most things, I'm very insecure. I'm not Mr. Rogers, Hank Green, Jacksepticeye, Amelia Fart. I'm just me. I find, as I'm sure a lot of people do, that it's hard to see myself as someone people would want to subscribe to. I don't want to ask my friends and family to subscribe, because what if I embarrass myself, or if they feel pressured to? And who's to say my stories are interesting? As with things I subconsciously believe myself to be incompetent. Hank Green is a genius, Jacksepticeye is wholly genuine and charismatic, Amelia Fart is entirely unique, and Mr. Rogers is Mr. Rogers. What then am I? A girl haunted by shadows even if she were to stand on the sun. A kind girl who let the world in and was too polite to ask it to leave. My favorite lyric is, everywhere I go, everyone I know comes with. Wonder how many more can fit inside this crazy, crowded heart. That line represents my blessing and my curse. I'm an open book, welcoming and there for everyone who needs me. But then, who is allowed to write in my pages if I'm an open book? Who writes even when they aren't allowed? Criticisms and ideologies find places in my psyche that embed deep like ticks. I was never taught how to remove ticks, only how not to. How can I create? How can I be confident? I don't know who I even am. And what is a beauty mark and what is a tick? My friends like me and I am glad, but I always wonder what they see because I'd like to see it too. John and Hank Green, Jacksepticeye, Amelia Fart, and Mr. Rogers have a clear message. To love myself as I am. I try, and I know they wouldn't want me to compare myself to them, but I don't know yet my traits worth emulating, especially now when I feel so far from myself. Each day I get closer, I started telling myself, there were times when you were happy, and you will be happy again. I know me, but she feels so far away today. Anyway, so yeah, that was more intense than I remembered it being. My videos, I'm starting to appreciate them as they are on their own, separately in my own world, because I am not Mr. Rogers. I'm not Jacksepticeye. I'm not Hank Green, and I'm not Amelia Farts. I am simply Miss Asha the Goblin Queen. So if I am Miss Asha the Goblin Queen, why am I trying so hard to be Hank Green or Amelia Farts or etc. etc.? My hot cocoa's getting cold. I hope you enjoy Alfonso death staring you the entire video. Last year I got really sad because I wasn't Mr. Rogers. And that sounds silly. I know that it does, at least to some degree. I'm obviously not Mr. Rogers. I don't talk or act like Mr. Rogers, really. Me and him are just fundamentally different people in a lot of ways. However, the way that he lived and interacted and just was is something that I eternally look up to. And I got sad because I realized, man, Mr. Rogers accomplished a lot of good things, and I'm just me. I think that's a common feeling, right? I'm just me. Who cares? I'm just me. Each of us is a ball of energy, a ball of universe. It's a miracle that we're alive. It's a miracle that we're thinking. It's a miracle at everything we've done as a society. And it's also terrible, some of the things we've done as a society. Do not get me wrong. Humankind is such a crazy thing. Each of us is a person on this planet who lives and exists, obviously. But each of us has our own inherent value and our own inherent worth. There's a Bible verse that my theater teacher brought up to our class, which is basically the eyeball can't say to the right hand, I don't need you. Every blood cell, every piece of our body is important and needed. So what if you, as you are currently, are not the beautiful eyeballs? Eyeballs are super pretty, right? But we can't all be an eyeball. Some of us need to be the amygdala. Some of us need to be the right pinky toenail. You know how much life would suck if you didn't have a pinky toenail? I don't, but I imagine it's not great. The eyeball can't look to the pinky toenail and say you suck. Because, like, the eyeball benefits from the pinky toenail. So even though I'm not Mr. Rogers or any of those other people that I listed, I am me. I am Miss Asha. I am a person who people care about. I'm a person who does things that I'm proud of. And it took me a lot of work to get to this point of feeling these levels of competency and these levels of, like, goodness and pride in myself. But it's important, and each of us is important. My theater teacher had this saying, I think it came from his dad, I don't remember how far up the quote goes, but if you're a ditch digger, dig them ditches well. If you're a burger flipper, flip those burgers, man. You keep going, you're doing great. I'm glad that you got a job. Like, I'm glad that you are making an impact on our society, even if it's small. Maybe Donald Trump or Barack Obama isn't gonna look at you specifically and be like, "Hi, yes, you did a good thing." But everyone benefits from the work of a society. A society it's a whole institution. It's a whole colony. And each of us plays a part that is important. It's super duper important. And so, I am not Mr. Rogers. But guess what? Dare I say it, that's okay. I'm not Hank Green. I'm not Jacksepticeye. I'm not Amelia Farts. I'm not. I am Miss Asha, the Goblin Queen. And that is entirely fine. I just keep trying to find myself. I've already found Mr. Rogers, Jacksepticeye, all those people. I've already seen the parts of them that I like. And I appreciate those parts, and I can learn from those parts. However, I need to, as myself, in my own world, with my fake hair that I put in, I don't know if you noticed it go in, but it's in there now. I'm a person among other people. I'm important. You're important. We're all important. We all have a place in society. So what if we're not Mr. Rogers? So what if we're not Jacksepticeye? I, as my own self, instead of going, it sucks that I'm not Mr. Rogers or Jacksepticeye because those people are just really cool people who've had a big impact on my life and Hank Green and I'm gonna get yada yada yada. I could sit here and I could wallow in my own bit, or I could go, okay, well, they started from somewhere. They did not always know who they were. I, as myself, right here, right now, all the way down in Battery City, I have to figure out who I am. I have to figure out what parts of myself are worth emulating. I said, I don't know yet my traits worth emulating. The key word there is yet. Alright, I think that's all I can shove into one video. This video probably is already going to run long. Sorry, Alfonso. But I had fun, and I hope you had fun watching it. I always end up making it so that the front half of my video is kind of not what I want it to be, and then the last half of my video I'm like, heck yeah, that was fire, or something. I'm still learning. I only have a few videos out. I'm not going to be super hard on myself. Everyone starts somewhere. None of my videos are getting traction, but it's fine, because I'm enjoying myself. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give it a subscribe, because if you like this video, you're gonna like my other stuff too. I bet you anything, because if you like this crazy personality that I have, it's not going away anytime soon, and if it does, there's a problem with me, and I need to fix myself. Because I am the Goblin Queen, and I am about ready to embrace it. Okay. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. Sorry, but it's true. Mr. Rogers is everything.